What's going on, guys? H. DeMarzo here. We got a lot going on this week, and it's not even halfway through. So we have mergers going on. We got major issues with stable platforms. So let's go ahead and kick right into it. So AT&T recently announced its intentions to buy T-Mobile USA. So if you're an AT&T customer, or you're a T-Mobile customer, this is going to mean kind of big changes for you guys. Not big as far as like monumentally huge, but as far as features and devices go, T-Mobile has always really had very good phones, really good devices. And AT&T has always really had the really good service, the customer service, and the options. So you combine those two, and if the merger goes through, it's gonna be a monumental force to be reckoned with in the cell phone realm. Verizon it's got some big things coming out. Verizon just had the iPhone go to its neck of the woods. So the question is laid out for a lot of guys, a lot of people. Are you going to wind up, again, switching to Verizon because you were a T-Mobile customer and you hate AT&T, or you're a AT&T customer and you hate T-Mobile? So a lot of people are kind of on edge about this merger, if it even goes through. It hasn't been said that it's definitely going through, because the FCC and all those appropriate governments still have to do their investigations as to whether or not it's going to be a complete monopoly. The reason for that being is because the two different technologies that are used by both Verizon and AT&T. AT&T and T-Mobile use a GSM network, which has a SIM card. If you have an iPhone, or if you have an AT&T phone, the little chip that's underneath the battery, that's your SIM card. Verizon does not. I believe they still use a CDMA network, which is each phone is activated as a separate entity. Now, looking from the manufacturer standpoint, the GSM networks are much easier to produce phones for, because you don't have the the limitations of each phone being activated. It's I've switched phones numerous times, countless times. It's as simple as swapping out the SIM card, plugging the battery in. So that's a huge point on the side of production and production costs, and getting your money back and making some money, because they can make it for all kinds of companies. And make the one device and not have to make two separate devices. So that's huge. That just got announced. The acquisition, just to throw a number out for you guys, AT&T offered $39 billion for this merger, to try and make this merger happen. So just let that number mill around in your head. Let me know what you think. What else we got going on? We got issues with MacBooks. The early 2011 MacBook Pros that just got released on the Apple forums, and on I think it's on Maximum PC and Mac Life also have been reporting on it. There's been a lot of issues with lockups and freeze-ups and lag-outs with when you're running some graphically intensive programs, or you have a handful of programs running. People have reported that it's locked up, but the mouse is still responsive. You just can't use anything. You can't click on anything. It just freezes out on you. You have to wind up having to restart. There's been the screen is blinking out. I know a couple of guys who've had their screens black out and they come back on every minute and a half or so, every 2 minutes or so. It happens. So that's huge. That's huge, because Apple just released the new MacBooks not even a month ago, maybe a month ago, and they're having some issues with it. There's not been any word from Apple as of yet whether it's a fix. They only have just now recognized that there might be something of an issue. So more to come on that. I'm eagerly looking to see if there's going to be some kind of fix for that. I myself, I've gotten lag outs. I was encoding a video and I was checking my, refreshing my email, and I was surfing the web and I had a video playing in the background. I noticed that it lagged out. If you wanted to sit there and wait for it, it fixed itself. I wound up having to do a hard restart. Push the power button, kill it all, and then restart. Generally, it's okay. It fixes itself. Apple also released 10.6.7. It's the next lineup in the Snow Leopard family. That was said to have fixed some of the issues for some people, but not all for everybody. That really, for me, myself, it really has not, it didn't fix the problems I was having. The way that I fixed it is I did a time machine, I backed up all my data, and I did a fresh install. And since then, it's been running fantastic. But then again, it did take about 4 weeks for the issue to arise. So maybe in the next couple of days, if nothing comes out of the Apple brain busters there, I'm gonna go down to the Apple store and see if maybe there was something that they're not telling everybody, they haven't released. If it was a bad lot, because that happens too. You get a bad production lot of a certain product. So definitely more to come on that. I am eagerly awaiting Apple to come out and make a statement about it, or release do a press release about it, saying, hey, we have there may be a problem. We're looking into a fix. So that's huge. That's got a lot of people bugging out. On the Apple forum, on the conversation specific thread, there are 62 pages of responses. Last time I looked at it, which was yesterday at about 6 o'clock in the evening Eastern Standard Time, there were over 100,000 views, 100,000 posts, 100,000 views. It's just exploding. Because like I said, it just came out. People expect massive things from Apple. So I'm hoping that they don't kind of try and brush this one under the carpet and let it just attempt to fix itself. Because that's really not the way Apple has done things in the past. So that's kind of what we got for you today. Keep an eye out for our other show. Starting to put together another show for you guys. I'll keep you updated on more of those details. I'm not going to release the title yet because we're not really 100% sure if we're going with the initial production title. So also keep in mind for that, it's kind of an interesting concept. No, I don't really want to say more than that because I'll release some stuff I don't want to talk about as of just yet. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye on this YouTube channel. You can shoot me an email at hdemarzo@gmail.com. You can catch me at Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on LinkedIn. Anywhere you want to go, it's hdemarzo. That's what they call me. So for now, I guess that's really all I got for you guys. Just keep an eye out for those news updates. If you guys hear anything, or if you found a fix for the MacBook Pro issue, please let me know so I can disseminate that information to everybody else. So until next time, keep it real.